Hello everyone, Tom here, and welcome back to another Drive With Me video. In today's video we're going to talk about me driving my car, right, not really. We're going to talk about what is it like to drive without air conditioning in the summer. Now, I like to point this out here, this car that I'm driving currently doesn't have any air conditioning. And obviously it's an SXI. I believe you can get SXIs with air conditioning, but I think it was an option. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that. But I don't have air conditioning in this car. And I will tell you for a fact, it gets very hot in the car in the summer. Obviously you can have the windows down and the fan all the way up. And obviously that's kind of what I'm doing now. But of course, kind of makes it a bit difficult to hear the car, if you want to hear the car and hear the road as you drive along, because you've got the windows down and it's like really windy and you can put your concentration. Also, if you're running around and you've got a hot car, driving around with a hot car, you can obviously overheat and feel tired, and then you obviously then start falling asleep with the steering wheel, the wheel of the car, and you lose control of the car and possibly crash because it's hot. Now obviously you can obviously buy add-on fans and stuff like that to like hang from the ceiling, stick onto the windscreen or your side windows. And normally I do that. I have a big set of fans, which is where I normally put it where the camera is currently. I obviously don't have it there at the moment because of course that is where the camera is. But I've got the air conditioning on. It's only like 15 degrees today, so it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it was like the day before yesterday. And yesterday, just when I went camping, just to the left actually, as we go past the campsite actually. Some people are still there. Now, of course, with no air conditioning, obviously your passengers get hot too. Now, when I was at college, I had 5 people in this car. That does include me. And it was about 25 degrees, and we decided to go for a car wash. So, windows up, engine off, and it absolutely baked us. Now, I will tell you this, if the windows are down and you're driving down a road at 60, 50, 40, if you're driving, you're fine, because your windows are down, they're bringing in cool air, but the fans in here aren't really that good, because it just brings the cold air, brings the air from the outside inside the car. So basically, if it's hot day, it basically blows really, really hot air at you in the car, even if it's on freezing cold, which is kind of a bad thing, but kind of makes sense at the same time. It's like having a fan in your bedroom, so you know, it is what it is. But I would prefer a car with air conditioning, but what I will say is I really don't mind that it doesn't have air conditioning, because it doesn't really bother me, and apparently there's roadworks. Road surface ahead. So obviously we're going to drop down on some really quite bad tarmac. Yeah, it's quite bumpy. So yeah, like I said, I've just been well, today isn't a very hot day, so it's not that bad today, but the other day it was about, well, my dial in the car said it was 30 degrees, and what I will tell you is if it's 30 degrees and you're in a car that doesn't have an air conditioning and you got the windows down and the fans blowing at you, it is still absolutely boiling, and it's like the worst thing in the world. There's a nice slope up a hill that kind of needs to go quite quick up. Downshift in a second. I have no power in this car. And I just made someone stall because of this guy in front. But obviously you can, I don't know if you can hear the fans in this car. Obviously they're on now and they're on 2, because obviously it's not a very hot day. But when it's hot, I normally have the windows down and the fan off, because the wind through them, I've got wind deflectors in the car, which they help deflect the wind away from the car, so when you're driving down you get better like wind resistance when you have the windows down. But what they also do, I got ones that help put the wind into the car, so if you do not have air conditioning in your car, I do recommend wind deflectors. They might make your car look a little bit weird, but trust me, when it's hot you will thank me later, because although I got the Corsa, and yes, the Corsas do look pretty cool with wind deflectors, as does all Fiestas, and pretty much any other car actually looks pretty cool with wind deflectors. They do actually help you get, like, you can have the windows down like this, like that's the window down, and I don't know if the camera's picking up that, but there's hardly any noise. I did, well, there's a video on the channel of me doing 140 miles, and I had the windows down to like the bottom of the wind deflector, and I was doing 60, 70 on the motorway with the wind deflector down, and I couldn't hear a thing. But of course there is the point of fuel consumption and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure if you just have the fan on for, I'm pretty sure there's no sort of negative effect on fuel consumption. Obviously, apparently if you have the AC on you get a 20% reduction in fuel. Apparently it's the same with your windows down all the way, but with the wind deflectors you can obviously have the windows down to the thing and it doesn't affect your thing at all, because the wind deflectors just deflect it, so you have better fuel consumption, I guess you could say that. But I recommend, if you don't have air conditioning, definitely get wind deflectors, because they help deflect the wind into the car and around the car, as well as keeping it cool inside, if that makes sense. And obviously when you have your windows down all the way, having wind deflectors help with that noise of the glass shaking, because the glass doesn't shake as much, because obviously there's less wind going past the window, which is nice. But obviously you guys can probably hear the engine, hear the wind going past the car, hear this. Obviously if you do have no air conditioning and you do have the windows open and it is quite a hot but windy day, obviously you've got to be careful that the wind doesn't literally blow your car about with the windows down, or like blow straight through the car, because that's happened to me a couple of times, and I haven't like sort of moved the car, but it can kind of not distract you, but kind of take you off guard if like this big wind rushes through the car. Whereas with AC you can just slap it on and be cooled down instantly. Now I'm not saying that this car or any other car without air conditioning cannot cool the air down through the fans, and I'm not saying that one bit, because well, obviously this has like 2 engines in it, this car, parts of engines, because I've had an engine sort of rebuild type thing. The first engine of this car had really bad sort of cooling air function through the fans. The fans have got very, very, very clogged up, and they didn't actually blow very cold air out when it was hot. Now this new engine obviously has better cooling functions and it cools the air down better. Does that make sense? I don't know how that makes sense, but it does. It just feels like colder air because of the new engine. Since I got the front end redone of the car, because it blew up, the airflow in here and the cool air is so much cooler than it is than it was before. Basically, that's what I'm saying. And obviously that might be different from car to car, and other cars might be cooler than others, and he just overtook 4 cars. But we'll get past that, because we didn't see that and he didn't get in our way. So yeah, obviously car to car changes depending on what car it is. Of course, my tip is obviously if you do have no AC in your car, buy those external fans that you can suction cup to your big screen or something like that, because they do help. Obviously, put your windows down. You can. Obviously, I can't do that right now because of course I'm driving and I'm recording, so the noise would be absolutely horrific. But of course, it's only 16 degrees, so it doesn't really matter either way. So I think I'm going to do it for this video. Obviously, I'm debating on getting a newer car just for work and for reasons of, you know, getting a different car, because I feel like I've learned to drive from this, so I think it's time for me to get a new car soon. The other thing I'm going to say is, of course, my advice is if you do have a choice of what car you can get, and it's only a couple of £100 or like £100 to get air conditioning or not get air conditioning, I would say get air conditioning. But of course, if it is your first car, just drive around without air conditioning for a year or two, and then of course just get a new car with air conditioning, or you can obviously just pay to get air conditioning fitted into your car, but I don't know how much that would cost. Now, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Of course, if you did, please do consider leaving a like. I'm not really sure why I thought of this topic about air conditioning. Just because it's hot weather, I don't have any. I'm just like, you know, let's just talk about it and then sort of show my opinion. So obviously my opinion is, of course, I prefer air conditioning, and I have the windows down pretty much all the way when it's a really hot day, and I typically try not to drive much because it gets very hot inside the car. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of a drive with me. If you did, like I said, please do consider leaving a like, maybe even commenting down below of any topics you want me to talk about, and of course comment your opinion about air conditioning and having the windows down in your car down below as well. And of course, please do consider subscribing if you want to see your video that you've asked for down below, and of course if you do want to see more videos like this. Of course, I've been Tom, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.
See, I remember when I met you as a sophomore. Started out as friends, but I knew that we would want more. Hit your favorite restaurant with your favorite dress on. That's one of my favorite memories.